Let's look at two definitions. 1. Leadership, the action of leading a group of people or organization. 2. Leader, the person who leads or commands a group, organization, or country. The world has so many people in leadership roles, yet fewer are leading responsibly and effectively. Shouldn't there be a pause for concern? Yet, so many of us go about our day as though leaders will change like metamorphosis or accept things as they are. The concept of leaders and leadership is interesting. The expectation is that leaders will possess the qualities and skills that exemplify good leadership. But is that always the case? Oftentimes, we have a window view or an up-and-close personal experience with people who give us cause to wonder how could they have ever gotten the role, and if it was a bad judgment call by people who hired or even elected the person, then the next question would be, why is that person still in the position? Why must others suffer in masses because of someone else's toxic, poor leadership? Well, the answer can be complicated. It's also fixable. Unfortunately, not immediately at all times, in all circumstances. Sometimes there's even a rotation of poor leadership in the same organization. It can appear like a bad case of the flu that carries a bacteria that never dies, even when the season changes. Take a look at good leadership qualities. We already know what bad leadership looks like. Perhaps this list will train new eyes and stimulate older eyes to be more selective the next time around when choosing a leader. Poor leadership can destroy a business or any organization, and it can cause so much damage that it would take years to repair. An effective leader is a person who does the following, and I read them. 1. Creates an inspiring vision of the future. Is that you? 2. Motivates and inspires people to engage with that vision. Is that you? 3. Manages delivery of the vision. Is that you? And 4. Coaches and builds a team so that it is more effective at achieving the vision. Let's be that. There is a problem and a solution to every problem, correct? That's what we're always told. That's how we think or should think. If we come up with the problem, then let's work on a solution. Problem. Poor leaders can have a negative impact on employees and might even damage the company's bottom line. Bad leadership affects your company's ability to retain employees and lowers employee morale, motivation, and productivity. But understanding the traits of poor leaders can help you avoid leadership pitfalls and strengthen your leadership abilities. Okay, let's go with the solution. Never hire, appoint, vote for anyone for a position whose history includes poor decision-making, dishonesty, selfishness, unfairness, and discrimination of any kind. It may take some probing, but due diligence is more than necessary to select a good leader. Stop, folks. Please stop placing people in leadership roles just because you owe someone a favor, have a relationship with their parent, uncle, or aunt, or because they are a member of your sorority or fraternity, goes to your church, best friends with your spouse, or just because she or he has friends within the organization, or you have so-called connections, or because they're your son or daughter. All of those are frivolous reasons that most times cause more harm than good. Place people in leadership roles because they simply are qualified and will catapult a team to more greatness. Welcome to another episode of Plugging In with the GPS. Oh yes, I'm your host and creator, Goya Spry, who believes that beauty is in the details, because it is. Don't overlook the details of any person or thing. The good stuff is in the details. Here's the thing. You don't have to be the owner, CEO, or a manager to do great leading. Each of us has the power of making a difference. Never underestimate your power to choose or to be better than yesterday for an extraordinary today and a hopeful tomorrow. Whether to help someone in your family, your community, at your job, in your church, or wherever you dwell, don't just take a seat and be a spectator. Stand up and play a part in the game. And for noteworthy sake, remember to prepare our young folks to be leaders. That's so important. There is so many things that can be taught to them at a very young age. There is no such thing as too young to teach them. When we start young, being a leader, wanting to be a great leader in whatever capacity, no matter where they are geographically, will be like second nature to them. I know what I'm talking about. I have a 5-year-old grandson who has been taught to be a leader from the very start of his life, and he is showing us that it works. Let children know that being a great leader is possible not only because of who they are, but because of whose they are. And that's my take. Thank you for tuning in, and please circle back for more episodes. If you miss any previous episodes, they're still available on this channel. I thank Anchor for hosting my podcast, but it's also available on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Breaker, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Overcast, and Pocket Casts. In everything you do, lead well. Until next time, let's say it together. Bye-bye for now.